Test.
Let's
Check,
see.
check, check, mic
Test.
check. Are we on?
Turned on or just on?
Oh, goodness, you know we're live, right?
Yeah, I know. Ah, sweet Jesus, Murph. All right. Let's see.
Good afternoon, Mike. How are you doing, sir?
Oh man, dude, my head's gonna. How are you?
Yeah, no, it's going it's a hella busy. I know people are going like, "What the heck? Why are you guys people live?" Like here. Do you want to explain why, my dear?
Yeah, I'm actually typing it in there because people are confused and yeah. So internet issues, restream issues. Trying to figure out and get ahead of it. So actually, I don't look bad, but I don't look great right now on the LinkedIn. Um, I don't look like Minecraft or Roblox, so that's good.
Yeah, no, it's so funny.
Yeah.
I'm like going live and people are texting me. I'm like, I'm live. Like, can I talk to you later? That'd be Raquel.
Goodness. Oh, did you see me call Becky
Rocky.
last night? She's like, "Hey." I'm like, "Hey, I'm on my live stream. You should be here too." See, like, then she jumped on.
Yeah, it's so funny. It's like she should know better, dude.
Oh no, dude. She was like the first person, she the hounds is her fault, man. Like, she was the one encourage you actually you and her. I think you all were there. You were there first though, I think. Yeah, you were there. You were probably the very first one of the very first people who were still standing. That's awesome. We
Well,
ought to go back in the Hounds yearbook and be like, "Wow, what happened to all these people?" Because we did have a lot of people come and go because we didn't know what we were doing. We were just trying to make friends, you know? So it's interesting now how things are evolving and rapidly evolving and for the better of everybody, man. So, super excited.
yeah, no, I think let's talk about that because I think there's something because your conversation last night, collaboration, which unfortunately, let's talk about that. It didn't work. It didn't stream to your profile, which
Yeah.
sucks because it was your birthday. So happy belated birthday, Mike.
Yeah, thank you. I did have a great video that, we had to re-put together, right? So, it
It wasn't a good technology day. Let's just call it for what it
no.
was.
No, and it's been happening way too often. It's not our fault, but we have to it's our responsibility, like, we have to deal with it. And that's what we're trying to do, so
Yeah. No, I mean, hey, we rolled with the punches. This was a test, test, test. We have a lot of folks that are actually saying hi. So I thought we'd, since I didn't pull up the chat until later. So you got Dean LeBay saying hello. Oh,
hey,
and I love you.
Dean.
Thank you, Dean. Dean is our sole YouTube. Hey, do me a favor, Dean. Make sure you like and make a comment like more than that. Like tell him how much you love me. I'm just kidding. Don't say that. Don't do that. DJ Scoob, thank you. Hey,
Oh,
Raquel, I didn't see familia from you, girl.
oh, wow.
We have a LinkedIn user saying, it's looking good, so thank you. And
Yeah, thanks, Timothy.
everyone, check out how clean Mike looks today.
It's like clean
Yeah, remember yesterday you were all like scattered and you know,
Minecraft.
you were like Minecrafty looking because of
Yeah,
I don't know what the deal is with your internet. Your band was like crappy crap.
yeah. Dude, my daughter's like, "Minecraft." I'm like, "Legos." That's how old, like, it's Lego Man. Like, that's all it is. Am I the only one that looked and went, "They just pretty much just ripped off Lego Man." I mean, it's just anyway, I'm getting old. I can't
So
play it.
do you want to answer Raquel's question for you, sir?
What's she having? Oh, it was great, man. I got more attention and it's maybe sad. I got more love and attention this year from all the hounds and LinkedIn. Um, I don't even think I heard from family, which is my fault. It's actually my fault because I called my aunt and I was like, okay, see, since my mom and grandma, like they were the ones that held everybody together. Well, COVID and all kind of stuff, and so it was just too easy not to show up to Christmas and stuff like that, right? So I told my aunt, I was like, hey, yeah, yesterday you missed my birthday, but that's my fault because I've been hiding, it's like so. And then I found out that she had to go to hospital, so yeah, it's interesting, but my birthday was really fun because I got multiple texts, multiple calls. Got that funny video was hilarious, man. I could watch Dr. Noopy try to imitate me like all day long. Dude. That
Oh my
never
god.
stops being funny. Dude, she is
I
hilarious.
I wanted to show more and, like, and just full disclosure on that, like, so apparently me and Mike were not having a technology day, like, for whatever reason, LinkedIn wouldn't stream. In my pursuit, because I had a lot of client recordings yesterday, started running out of storage on my damn laptop, so I was trying to clean out files that I wasn't using anymore, old files, and I don't know what setting I did in the, editing software, I deleted all of my projects. So your video that I'd been working on, gone. And I was like,
Wow.
son of a C cook. So what you saw was like a real, literally quick and dirty. But I will tell you, I loved Dr. Noopy. So Dr. Noopy out of Manchester, UK,
Dude.
she was trying to do and I don't want to call it redneck. I would like to say Kentucky accent or our
Yeah.
version of it. And it was everyone trying to do it. Other than I would say Jody did the best, but everyone just kind of slaughtered it. So credit to your region. It's a hard accent.
Dude, first of all, I'm like, her voice, as soon as I heard it, like, dude, it was Super Nanny. Like, I loved her immediately just because, like, when I heard her voice before I even saw her back in the day, I was like, "I know that voice," and I was like, "Oh, yeah," because I used to watch Super Nanny all day long, dude. When that stuff hit, US, we just couldn't stop. I don't care what you say. It was amazing. So, yeah, I like her attitude and her accent, and just watching her stumble through that was just fun, and she had fun too. That's why I'm like, dude, I always say, "Laugh with me, laugh at me." I don't care, man. Just laugh. Who cares? Life's too short. I'm a circus monkey. You should laugh at me something. Now, when I'm being serious, probably not. But when's that? Like, I like to have
Well,
fun and do business. Business doesn't have to be a drag. I don't know where the hell this came from. Um,
exactly. You could have fun while doing talk. You could be still in great spirits while being serious, right? Now, of course, there's time and place for inappropriate comments and laughter. I get that. But can I just say, I like Christian. Christian, if we haven't connected before, I want to be friends with you because, hey, Mike, did you shower today?
yeah. But hey, kindergarten skills. You just see that? She's like, "You want to be my friend? You want to play basketball?" That's it. Hey, it's not. It's not that more
Christian's a
complicated.
male, though, by the way.
Yeah, I see.
Did I stump you?
What I'm doing right now is making sure I turn everything, stream everything I can right now to see. It's not happening, dude. It's just in the evening. It's just around the time, and I know that's a peak time where other people who have real jobs come home and blast the internet. Maybe that's what's happening, but we never have trouble on the TV though. Like I had the other day, it was buffering a little bit, but it's just so bizarre, man.
Okay,
My goodness.
so, like, you and I were, like, trying to, like, troubleshoot and all that stuff, like, okay, so there's a thing called bandwidth management, and so if you set in your router or whatever that TV takes precedent stream-wise over any other devices, then it's gonna hog up it'll dedicate more percentage of that bandwidth to that. So think of, like, as plumbing, right? It might be that, water has, more flow than, or vice versa of other things, right? So that's what you gotta think about. Um, so anyway, let's see what other people are talking about. So Timothy, oh, Dean LeBay. Hey, just real quick, you guys shouting out because there is no focus other than us testing this to make sure it works again. Dean LeBay will be with Dawn tomorrow. Dawn Cohen. What time, Dean? Tell us what time. Are you reading, Mike? Are you reading comments? Because you're hella quiet.
No, I'm trying to fix we're here to try to fix this. I'm trying to find because I know what you're talking about. I just don't know how to find it, like how to prioritize from the router. I know like probably need to use the IP address for that. Hold on.
All right.
I'm trying to make sure because I like my little stream account does the same thing. Like it'll let you prioritize downloads, and so uh, I got my computer
Hey,
degree in
Dean.
2003, and I didn't even do good at it, so a
It
little
is
dated.
interesting that you do have a computer science degree with the amount of work I help with you when it comes to just basic apps. But
Hey,
anyway, hey DJ Scoob, drop your YouTube link so I can follow. It's at Hounds of Business on YouTube, at Brilliant Beam Media. I mean, I could just type that down, right? Like, but here you go. And actually, if you want to see all of the links that of all the content that's created in collaboration with Brilliant Bee Media, you can go to my channel, or not my channel, but Brilliant Bee Media's channel, and that actually has all of the streams. Mike's, this one, which is Hounds of Business Happy Hour. There is Raquel's Connection Corner. There's Checkpoint Real Talk. There's Chats Among Us, not on this, and there's a lot of like collaborative friends of our channels, and you can look at all that. So Constance Leland, who was an hour before us, and I had a meeting, so I couldn't make it, and other great people that we share. Benita Leeds, book club series is all up in there. So check out other great channel YouTubers. So DJ Scoob, if you do, if you have a YouTube channel, by all means, let me know and let's chat it, McChatterson it up. Dean LeBay is going to be with Donald Cohen at 10 a.m. tomorrow. That's exciting. We've got some Dixon Mawilu Muswili. Hi from Kenya. Oh, I've always wanted to go to Kenya. Let us know where in Kenya you're from because I've always been interested. And then LinkedIn user, unfortunately, I don't know who you are. I love chats without clear directions. So do we. We are literally just doing a test, McTestersons. And we got another Amsterdam LinkedIn user from Amsterdam. I don't know if it's the same person or a different person. So thank you for joining. And oh, hey, LinkedIn
Timothy.
loser, can you Timothy who
Oh, British. I don't
That's
know.
right. Local links won't work. So let us know what local links aren't working for you so we can troubleshoot that as well. That we can troubleshoot. And yes, to answer that question, Raquel, this is water. I am not that bad. Look how big it's. Could you imagine if I drank moonshine of this like volume?
You don't?
Oh, Timothy, the reason why I can't see you and the way you would come up is because it's your settings within LinkedIn. So if you don't want to be seen on LinkedIn, then change it for the settings. Whenever you attend live streams, change that setting that makes you available. Otherwise, it's set to private, and that's why you come off as LinkedIn user and we don't know your name.
Dude, see,
Ooh.
I've got, like, every TV I think's on. I think I'm using it's wild. Like, it's gotta be them. They're probably throttling or something, the internet service provider.
Oh, is it really? Okay, so Timothy, okay, I love your name. Timothy, is it Breedage? Breedage? Is it K silent or the J silent? Could you type that out? Because I really want to learn how to spell your name correctly. Oh, Kenya in Nakuru, Kenya. Beautiful. Okay. So awesome, awesome. Okay, so the stream is working okay, guys. So, Mike, can we just I know you're like stressing out on trying to get out your thing. You may want to open a case with your internet provider.
Yeah. Oh, anybody got an electric fence I can, use? Because that would be easier.
Well, okay, look, you're in Kentucky, and for those that are international, let's be honest, Kentucky is not exactly one of the more well-known states in the United States. And within this United States, we kind of affectionately love the Appalachian geography-ish area. So,
Dude, I'm not
what is
even
the
close to
history
the
of
Appalachian.
Kentucky?
I'm not even close
I
to
know
that
you're
shit.
not. That's what I was trying to say. I'm like, well, there are mountainous regions. No?
No, well, a bunch of hills. I mean, you gotta get to the east side, like Tennessee, like, Virginia, Appalachian. It's on the Kentucky border, kinda more into,
Is it
Virginia.
okay?
It's probably about 300 miles away, I think.
Yeah, but I mean, it's still like Kentucky. Is it still your state border?
Yeah, but it's a big difference between, like, it could be broken up in, like, several states, to be honest. It's yeah, the east side and the far west is like, what was it, Maysville or Marysville? Dude, that's like the Wild West. It's one of the most dangerous places in the world. Like, even I ain't going there. Dressed like Rambo, I wouldn't go there, dude. Like, it's not good. I had somebody was like, "Oh, we're driving through there." I'm like, "You better drive around. All right, don't go there. No, it is for
Oh
real.
no.
I ain't
No,
making up, dude.
yeah,
There's
I've
a there's
actually
places."
Yeah, I was gonna say my nephew actually camps out in the Appalachian, but he's like on the south side. Like is it Bryson? Bryson is the name, think of the name of the author who actually walked the entire trail. But Byron Bryson, something like that. Brian, something Bryson. Someone knows the author. Anyway, he's a humorist, and he wrote a book about his like adventures walking down the trail. But yeah, Tammy Fisher asked why we were live streaming during her nap time, which I'm absolutely jealous, girl. If you're able to nap right now, I'm like more power to you. Um, and Dean, of course, we all love our nap times. Hey,
Check it out. Christian
DJ Scoob, what, Mike?
Christian said, did we shower today, Mike Asherbrenner?" I said, I I said, "Yeah, but not with soap. Does that still count?"
Oh my gosh. Yeah, so I asked that question earlier, man. Anyway, so DJ Scoob, if you want to join your live, we're happy to. Just let us know when you go live and let's get to know each other. Also type in what your content is about. That way our hounds community can, join and support you if it's something that they can attend. Love to learn more about you. Oh, Daniel Ben's out of Florida. Which why do I care about Florida, Mike?
'Cause you're Floridian, man. Absolutely, I'll never forget. You're Floridian.
I'm a
Yeah, I'm from
Floridian, man.
Florida. Uh, yeah. Yeah, dude, that was hilarious, hilarious, hilarious. I've never been
Yes.
so well behaved in my life, and you still burn me on that. It's amazing.
Oh, please,
Amazing.
whatever. Look, mister.
Hey, Disney in the '80s was, like, I'm a product. I watched G.I. Joe running. I didn't realize how G.I. Joe, he's kind of, you know, I I seen this show the other, like, I turned it on, and I didn't realize when I was 8, now I'm 42, and I see G.I. Joe, like, walk up to some strange kids he don't know, snatch the damn candy bar out of their hand, hand them an apple, and give them a dissertation about, health and energy. And I was like, "You know what? Me at 42 would have wore that dude out. Like, I would have gave him a camo wedgie in about 5 seconds if I saw that shit real time, like, so it's funny, like, He-Man, oh, yeah, watch He-Man. Anybody in their 40s or around that time frame, and you sit there in your little He-Man, and Mr. T PJs, alright, go back and watch it now and tell me if you're like, "Oh, wow, dude, it's a whole new world." It is. Like, I went and watched Fat Albert the other day. Holy
Oh
cow.
yeah.
First of all, knowing that, what the hell was, happening behind the scenes, and but then, like, the second thing was I never noticed, like, he picked up a hammer, he's like, "This is a hammer, and you shouldn't use it to vandalize things," and I'm like, "I don't remember that at all when I was 9 years old, dude." Like, I did not, that went over my head. Now, I realize what was happening with the show. Like, hey, like, it's amazing when you go back and look at stuff and you're like, "Yeah, I definitely
Yeah,
didn't get
no, you
that."
know what's so funny about like stuff that was created, they wanted to always have a moral. Like there's got to
Yeah,
be a moral to the story. The 80s were all about like there's got to be a these are all like fables for kids in the modern day era, right?
right,
Like He-Man, GI Joe. GI Joe was all about patriotism. I mean, if anything, if that was a recruitment for the United States like armed services, I don't know what was more than GI Joe. Like for cartoons,
yeah.
like that was a straight up not even subliminal, that was a straight up pitch to like, "Hey kids, in 10 years, join the armed services."
Yeah, and I'm not right, I mean, dude, it could have been like, they should have paid G.I. Joe. That's all the marketing you needed. Well, like He-Man, that was weird, and if you think about it, Beavis and Butthead, right? Like, that Reloaded, I don't know who's watching that, I watched it the other day when it came back on because I couldn't find the remote, and I done got up 6 times, like, I did my 10 squats to run to the television, and I was sitting there watching that going, that's probably the only show that is just as the same as it was when I was 8 or 6, when I shouldn't have been
God, is that
watching
how
it
old you
any.
were when that was on? Damn. Wait,
I
you're not that much. I mean, you are younger than me, but you're not that much younger. I'm like, I was in high school by then. You had to been older than that. Don't make me old.
No, I mean, seriously, I shouldn't have been watching it, man. Like, there's some HBO
Yeah.
specials I used to watch too that explain a lot about, how why I'm nuts.
Yeah, well, that's a different issue,
Uh,
my friend. But
they didn't
that's
have
funny you
child
should
lock.
mention the Beavis and Butthead, I'm like, oh, I still watch the new episodes and the old
Yeah.
episodes now, but normally I've already had a couple like, sippy sippies of moonshine.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's
That's
like
all I'm
watching
saying.
Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. Like, who watches that, not sober? Like, it's just
Yeah,
some of
yeah, you it's probably not you're not the core audience. "Hey, Omar, nice to see
yeah.
you, my friend. He wants to do a Zoom party. I'm all for it, my friend, so let's make that happen." We talked about it. So, I don't know if you know Omar, Mike,
No.
but, Omar, I met him through Matt Allen, and, basically he hosts, like trivia, like pub style on LinkedIn, which is hella cool. So I was like, "Dude, I'm all for it," because you know me, I'm a big trivia person, so I think we should sick on the Hounds panel to get on there and play some games.
Yeah, dude, I'm all about playing games, man. Just old man, like
Okay.
checkers and stuff. Like, I don't wanna get up and move anymore. Alright, so
Yeah,
let's
you're so
see.
funny. Hey, DJ Scoop, I love that. That's great. Entrepreneurial and helping others. Yeah, please send us the link. We would definitely appreciate it. Um, and then, let's see. Mesfina says hello. And, okay, so that's cool. It's good to know. So DJ, you're saying Trevor and Bree are awesome. We know them. They are very awesome. The other live streamers that we love. Oh my gosh, am I that behind? Am I behind on like chats again? I
Dude,
think we are.
they're a real delay because I kept refreshing LinkedIn. It's like, wow,
Is it
I have to
delayed?
take
Okay. So are
yeah.
you the user of the guitar? We could do a background tune. Oh, yay. LinkedIn user. I don't know if that's you, um,
That's Timothy.
Tim or someone else.
And
Okay. So yeah, yes, that is my guitar in the background. And I also have my acoustic that's in the case right now. Ooh, Hunter Thompson. Yes, yes. Oh, they're going I guess there's a live stream going around. Thanks for joining us, DJ Scoob. We can always chat
yeah,
and going over there and supporting you.
yeah.
And
Thanks
hey,
for
there's
keeping
one
us
other
company.
topic. Can we talk before we go, sir? And I know I've
Yeah,
been talking a lot because I know you're kind of like checking your settings and whatnot, but I want to address something that Raquel had actually posted because I noticed this today as well. So, has everyone noticed an uptick of pitch slappers today or this week? Like, I've been pitched like a mofo. Can we
dude.
talk about pitch slapping, please? Please, for the love of
Okay.
everyone that's casually watching.
Yeah. Hey, let me so a good close friend of mine, that's all I'm gonna say. Finally, and I can kinda see why, I don't blame them for not telling me straight up. But they was like, "Hey, I checked this person out and they do sales coaching," which was LinkedIn coaching, right? Um, and it was interesting because through all the stumbling of this, they were like, um, um, they were teaching them to go and say, like, stuff that I did 2, 3 years ago, which led me to this point, right? So it's like, this ain't nothing new. It's just a new, uh a new spin on the old thing. So it was like permission based questioning, right? Hey, what's happening is when you like their post, so you go and like people's posts, which I like a lot of posts, right? It's how I make friends, kindergarten. So what's happening is someone's instructing them. A lot of people are instructing them, especially now that the algorithm's a little different. It's a little slower for most. What's happening is they're saying, "Hey, what did you like most about my post?" And that, to me personally, frustrates me to death. It's not disingenuous. I don't, people are just trying to do business. I'm not mad at people, but the coaches, like apparently, there's a lot more coaches really driving this old school tactic, and I guess it's because of the way, impressions are a little bit slower and things are a little different than it used to be. But I've seen a huge uptake in that kind of stuff where somebody like, "Hey, thanks for liking my stuff. What resonated the most?" Now, I can't personally remember what I did 10 seconds ago, much less 2 days ago when I liked your post. I just wonder about, and again, I don't want to crap on because I know people who can do it. I'm just saying, in my experience, I'm not one of those people. A lot of this has to do with the fact that I don't like it, so it's really hard to do something consistent and get results when you don't like it. People can sense that. They don't like it either because you don't like it. All right. And then it's just weird. So I have seen a huge uptick in that because I think it is because the visibility and the engage or the impressions aren't what they used to be. People are kind of getting a little desperate and there's people teaching old school tactic. I'm not knocking it. too much, but I am saying it's like it's like reviving the dead here to me. It's something that I've done and hate it, and I just don't like it. It could be done
You know,
much easier.
yeah, it could be done better. I mean, the what about
Yeah,
my post resonated is so freaking generic. If you just copy and pasted what I actually wrote and said, that's funny, because oftentimes I'll post a GIF, in addition to my comment or whatever. And then if they go, oh my gosh, funny that you added that Beavis and Butthead, GIF, then I know that it's not a bot, that they actually like
right.
trying to pay a little bit more attention, or they have a really good bot that figured out that algo to like write it out, right? There's got to be something in addition to. It's not just, thanks for posting. What about it did you like, right? Like it's thanks for posting, and I love anyone that references Beavis and Butthead. You know what I mean? Like it's just
Yeah.
it's just really frustrating. So
I don't like the fact that you would
I,
call that you would say, "Hey, thanks for liking my stuff. What did you find the most about my?" Well, it better, much better would be to go to the other person and say, "I like your stuff," right? And not even
yep.
do it in a better way than messaging. So without giving away all my stuff for free, you can see where I'm coming from this because it's just and then it's transactional and I don't care what you say. It could be permission based. It could be attraction based to a point, but it's still you're making the anytime I made the attempt to talk to somebody, you can't tell me that they're not looking for what's up, right? So you have to be really, really good at your target, understand that what you're doing, that this will work. It can work. I know people in the banking industry that do loans. This works well because the banks are, people in charge. They're just trying to get the better deal. It's a 5%, 4%, your value's better. They're open to it. Most of us out here are entrepreneurs, service based, and it doesn't equate. So I'm not knocking stuff. What I'm knocking is that people are using screwdrivers to hammer in nails, right? And that's the problem. So all this advice that are being told to coaches and leadership coaches, yeah, if you were doing transactional loans, that would work. If you were in real estate transaction, that would be better. But most of us out here trying to make a living and do all these things and start businesses, it's just not it's rare.
To
Rare,
me,
rare, rare.
yeah, to me, if you're using a bot and you're a coach or you're a solopreneur, like, I it rubs me the wrong way. It just rubs me the wrong way. It's like, you don't even know anything about me, but yet, "Oh, I can help you in your life." It's like, you don't know nothing about me. Why are you pitching at me? It just irks me, and it makes me just not wanna work with you, and I'm sorry, maybe I'm not the right audience for you, but I feel like a majority of people don't wanna be like, connect, or, "Hey, you were on the live chat, Mike's, Hounds of Business, live chat, it was awesome. Here, let me tell you about how my insurance, skills that I can help you with my business." It's like, no, 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 don't do that. How about you ask me, how's you doing? How's life? What's going on? And then you realize, oh, wait, there might be something here of like, hey, I sell insurance. And that's something that I fully understand. It's a normal conversation to have, is what you do for a living. And then let me say, okay, Billy, Mary, whomever your name is, in what areas of insurance do you cover? Like, how's the industry doing? What are your challenges? Let me ask you. And then once I open the door, then you're golden. But these people shoving like a big old log into the door to force you of what they say they can do for you. It's like, dude, F off. So,
Yeah.
side note, Tim is mentioning something real quick, and I want to make sure it could be your upstream. And, so he recommends this one. Maybe it's a good thing to look at an alternative, libraspeed.org. And Tim, for us in the United States, we use speedtest.net as one that's really popular, but maybe libraspeed.org gives a different result for you, Mike. And
Do it
if your
now.
upstream is hella slow, could be you have to pay for more bandwidth.
Yeah, the upload see, and that's not been an issue. It wasn't an issue 2 weeks ago when it was cutting out a little bit and fading. It was at 2930, which I've used for, over a year. I've been at the same spot. I have new equipment in last November, router and so everything's good, and it's at 29.8. See, this reading's interesting because I'm looking okay, and it's only saying upload is 2.7.
Yeah, I was gonna say, well, let me tell you, your video's way off. Your sync is off on video.
Oh, is it? And it was fine
Yeah.
earlier. Oh, I see it now.
Oh my god, Tim, I can't figure out why I'm invested in this webcast. I'm not really listening. Wait, I'm gonna have to hire this one.
Huh,
Uh, that's too funny. You know what's funny? Well, I'm glad that you're listening and I love it. Because you're in Amsterdam. I've always wanted to go visit you. So it's gonna be like 7, 8 p.m. for you, 6 p.m. Here's a good joke that you'd appreciate though, Mike.
'cause nobody wants to be bored alone, Timothy. That's what
It,
it we were bored together.
no one wants
Bus
to be
driver
bored.
told
Let's
me.
show the
Yeah.
funny statement. Okay. The bus driver told me yesterday he has way more followers every day. That is cute. I would make that into a LinkedIn post. I think that's quotable. I like that.
It is adorable. I we
So
should name that
anyway,
post
well,
Sia, 'cause it's so adorable.
exactly. So okay, if your upload is at 2, that's a problem.
But it wasn't at 2. I mean, now this so the one the speedtest.net is showing lower now. I just need to call them and say, "Fix this." Alright, so let's see what the
You,
upload is. So it was 18.77, which is way lower. It's 30 on the other count. Now it's showing me 4. It's bouncing at 4 still,
for
which is
uploads or
yeah, which is
downloads?
normal. Upload.
Okay.
Maybe I just need to break
Yeah.
down and buy extra.
I mean, we bumped ours up. We had to. So sorry, sir. Oh my gosh. Oh, look, you look frozen there for a second. Okay.
Yeah, I could just run in the house with a newspaper and say, "Turn the television off." Alright, or I could do or
That's
I
not
know what I could do. I could go outside and flip the breaker, and then shut it, and then when I'm done, I can come back, flip breaker on.
well, there was advisement of did you try turning it on and off again? Which, by the way, is for me, it was a reference to the IT crowd, but it is a legit question. Maybe you might want to reboot it, like restart it. Just saying, sir. I don't want.
I
Oh, what
reboot all the
is
time.
Mike gonna cry? Is Mike gonna cry? Don't cry. No, Michael, don't cry. No, Michael, don't cry.
No, I'm just frustrated with this.
Yep. Same, same. That's what I
I
suggested to him last night, Tim. Boost your signal. So you might want to do because he's so Tim, I don't know if you know, Mike actually broadcasts from a shed outside of his home. So I said, look, unless you're hardwired, you're gonna need most likely a wireless booster or wireless extender to your shed in order for you to get your bandwidth, which I think could be a problem. I mean, it's preferred to be hardwired when you live stream, but if that's not possible, then you might want to get some kind of wireless extender.
well, and I'm thinking about putting it so where my shed is on the back end of the house. So more so in the middle of the house, and not a big house. So far in the middle of the house is where the all the equipment is. I think if anything's wearing it down is because, like, the piping, all the plumbing and stuff, it's kind of right there. So that stuff messes up the signal. I never
Right.
had
No,
trouble with
that's why
it.
you need an extender. That's why you need an extender to kind of push it out and route it
Well, I'm thinking
closer
I should
to you.
put it in the back room in the house, and that way it would just go like, it would go through. Just, it's just a
Yeah.
maybe it needs extra 15 feet or something. I don't know. Um,
Yeah. That can make all the difference. And wireless is tricky, my friend. Like I said, if you have any other devices connecting wirelessly to that router and it's maxed out, it's going to kill the bandwidth too.
yeah. Well, this one says up to 10,000 square feet of coverage. I can go to the gas station and be covered, man. How many miles is that? 10,000 square feet? Like, if I would love to do the math if I hate math. Linear feet.
Well, 10,000 square feet is not,
I dude, it
I mean, 5,987 feet in a mile or something like that. I mean, we could Google it.
it's long. That's what I'll do. Hey, I'll put that on tape. I'll pop all this in, and I'll just walk until I can't get Wi-Fi signal. That that's that's my, uh, that's my next post. I'm
Yeah.
reaching.
Yeah, no. Yeah, no, trust me, I think I pissed off Mike last night, Tim. I'm like, "Just plug it
Mm.
in. Cable would be better," and he's like, "Do you understand? I'm in a shed." I mean, you
And
could
it
run a cable, but
I don't have a cable on my laptop, I have to get a hub and all that stuff. No, man. This has worked for a year, it's not like this the first day. This
I
has
mean,
worked
yeah,
before.
but you have had, like, runs of issues with your, pixelating over time. It's not been consistent, although I've noticed the last 2 times at 7 PM exactly, and that's an issue. So I would call them and say, "Why am I having issues that uploads at 7 PM?" Unless you've got, like, a neighbor that's stealing your Wi-Fi, if they figured out how to jump in or whatever, right? So,
No, I just
I don't do feet, I'm in Europe. I know, sorry, my friend.
calling the internet company is like, I'd rather blast a fire hose on electric fence, and I don't mean fire hose. It's just one of those things that I just rather just get hit over the head with a hammer than
No, I hear you. I know, and I'm sorry, but I mean, this is okay. So anyone that's even bothering to listen to the live stream, there are some technical aspects to live streaming that it does require dedicated bandwidth to some capacity. Okay, most internet access that most people have, it should be sufficient. However, there are some areas that are just sketchier than others. Sorry, Kentucky. I'm
Mm.
not saying that, but anyway, if you're using Wi-Fi though, that is an issue. I mean, it just is like, so anyway, and on top of that, for the we I talked about this for those that hoard their tabs on their browsers, okay? The more tabs you have up there, the more it kills your laptop's ability to process. So and that's why you heard Mike talking earlier about closing all your tabs down, close all the tabs down so all the resources is in that browser, so it's easier. So sometimes it's not a bandwidth issue. A lot of times it's because people have poor computer hygiene usage.
I could name drop, but I won't because it took me this long to make friends. I don't wanna lose them over a bad joke because I know a lot of people doing it. It's funny.
Oh, I
Must
love
be
the
funny.
advices here. Oh my gosh, Mike, there's so many nice people here. So, okay, so just depends. Should be able to plug it into your current Wi-Fi router, right? So the problem is he doesn't have cabling. Like if you wanted, you could go on to Amazon and buy like a 25-foot cable, right? That would plug in, right? But it would then run through the house. It's all that messiness stuff. So, um, and then there's another great advisement here from Arden Ramirez. Not an expert on the topic on routers, but this is the one I use and it works great. And he sent the link, so you can look that up, Mike, if you want to.
Yeah, thank you.
So it's a booster. It's a booster compatible with Verizon, T-Mobile. Who do you know who you said Spectrum, right? For you?
Yeah. Yeah, see, I was trying to talk in code, man, because, but I'll just put it up there with the Papa John's, cease and desist, right? I don't have no I'm just joking. I'm joking. I don't
Why would you do Papa John's? I'm not
remember the
following.
first 7 episodes or something where I got all that pizza and stuff, and I don't remember. There was a short, but I said Big Papa, Big Poppy, and so I didn't get in trouble. I'm trying to
Wait, did you
focus.
get in trouble?
No. Dude, I
Oh.
was trying to get in trouble, dude, like, I would frame it, like, if Oprah was like, "Hey," if Oprah gave me a cease and desist, dude, that would be, like, the hallmark of that'd be, like, bucket list stuff right there. I don't even want Oprah, I just want her staff to say, "Stop talking," because I'd be like, "Dude, Oprah's legal team watches my show," like, dude, like, that's what like,
They
somebody
don't.
from Papa John's watches me. Yeah, no, that's
They
what I'm
don't.
saying. Dude, I would brag, I
No.
would have it put on my refrigerator. Dude, it would be so stupid.
Yeah, no, let's clarify. And in fact, that's a great segue. And by the way, thank you, Savati. Yeah, the rabbits
Thank
would
you.
chew the cables anyway. Or what other random critters you have there in Kentucky in your hood?
Oh, okay, I've just looked at that big link that they sent. Who was
Yeah,
uh,
that Arjun had just sent out. Yeah, so you could check
yeah.
that out as well. And like I said, if you want to ask, I do have my own tech support as well, and I know enough about networking that could help you out with it too. Um,
Oh.
I love it. Like a white puppy. It's been a long time since she said that to you.
I know, dude. It's funny because I was telling everybody, I was like, "Oh, say white poppy," and then she didn't say it. I'm like, "Dude, I got everybody ready for it." Because again, we got lots of inside jokes, man. It's fun, especially fun when we laugh and nobody knows what the hell we're laughing at. Um, they'll figure it out. You know, you should be in the pack. You should be in the hounds, and you'll understand all the stupid things that I say. Well, half of the stupid things. Nobody
Hey, I
understands
like
all.
hey, Tim, I like the cut of your jib, sir. If you wanna connect with me, I'd love to learn more about you and what you do. Because come on, yellow and pink cabling is the bomb diggity. Now, you could think about burying the cable underground if you want to, but again, you might wanna, like, make notations so you don't forget about so it doesn't get cut off. It's a bit of a kludgier way of doing it, but, yeah, yeah, yeah. So, okay, my friend, we're getting on close on time here. Are you right now okay with I think it's time you need to call, Spectrum and tell them, like, 7 PM consistently on your Wednesday night streams have been SHIT.
Yeah. Oh, oh, first world problems, man. What's Cat say? Gucci problems. Yeah.
It is Gucci problems. These are Gucci problems. So, okay,
Okay.
Aero Tr where's Savati located? Aero True Mesh. Are you is she
Somebody.
European?
No, I didn't think so. She's new. She's brand new hounds, man. Um,
What is
dude, I could.
that? Oh, Wi-Fi system. Oh, gotcha, girl. I've never heard
She's
of
in
okay, so let me
Minnesota.
Aero
That's it.
Wi-Fi.
So it's technically the U.S. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, no, no. I was thinking like as like telco companies. I'm like Arrow True Mesh. I've never heard of them. No, it's a Wi-Fi.
does sound Euro, doesn't it? So like one little oodles on top of it. All right.
Yeah.
All
Okay.
right.
No, no. Yeah.
I'll
No.
call them.
S-
I'll probably end up calling them. Probably end up getting the upgrade and then just getting an extender for the heck of because I noticed my cell phone was doing it. Remember, I like several months ago where my cell phone on the Wi-Fi wasn't really pulling it and it would cut in and out. It could just be because the router and they lose oomph, I guess, right? Like they're not brand new anymore. It could be it. They're used. I don't know, man. I'll call them and then just buy some stuff and see what happens.
Yeah. No. I'm gonna do some research on True Mesh. That looks really really interesting to me. And like I said, is yeah, I'm very intrigued to learn more about them. So on that side note, speaking of learning more and all that good stuff, and also why Papa John's or anyone would care about you, it's because a lot of times they use bots that just identify the word usages. So
Oh, really? Well, that's not fun. I'm not gonna talk about him now. I thought it was a real person going, "Hey, that hillbilly shouldn't say that." No, that's not fun at all. See, that's give me a time machine. I'm going back to the '80s.
she's younger than a pup right now. Oh, girl, welcome to the hounds. We will get you up and running, and you'll. It takes no time to understand how it doesn't take much maturity to be part of this group, let me tell you. In
No,
fact, it's almost you
no.
don't need that much maturity to be part of our group.
Yeah, too much and you can't come in. But she's potty trained nicely, right? Most of the hounds come in and get figure shit. It's not complicated. It's just,
Just
they
be
piddle a
po
little bit, but they figure it
just be
out.
potty trained. I think that's a great tagline,
Yeah.
Mike.
Yeah.
Welcome to the hounds. Just be potty trained. I like that. Or we'll help you get potty trained. So, real
Just
quick
be
here, so
coachable.
I don't want to be respectful of everybody's time. I do want to promote, if you don't mind, Mike.
Huh?
As you're looking down anyway and taking notes? All right. So later on this afternoon at 3:30 Central Standard Time, I will be live streaming on my bi-weekly show. It's called Chats Among Us with my fellow co chatters, Vicky Smolyar. She's an intellectual property lawyer with Smolyar Law, and
Okay.
Jonas Bull with Toro Strategic. And he is our resident polymath. He is a architect for all things IoT and technology oriented and use case for future deployment in smart cities. And the other thing, so 3:30 today, we will be talking about when Chat GPT backfires. People who have used it incorrectly or they thought they could get their own benefit. You will see the use cases that are coming up and hot. So we'll be chatting about that, guys. For those that are curious about Chat GPT, how to use it, and what makes it tick and why people are so excited. And then Saturday, Raquel Flores, Connection Corner at 10 a.m. It is going to be an all Texas chatathon. So we're going to have representation from Dallas. That'd be me. Raquel is in Houston. We'll have Brian Sagre out of San Antonio and another personal friend and client of Brilliant Bee Media in Austin. My good friend William Reed will be representing in Austin. So it's going to be a four-city Texas party. So by all means, for everyone that wants to connect with us, it'll be 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, Raquel Corner.
Hey, all Texas
Lots of
panel,
fun
man.
shows.
Gotta be some really big belt buckles in the mix there.
There's good well, they are way more Texan than I am, for sure, for sure. So, I'm
Are we talking
representing
like
Dallas.
Fort Worth? Because that's what they got, like, the dinner plate. Like, they got, like, a whole breakfast tray of belt buckles out at Fort Worth. Yeah, I was like, "Hey, should I move to Dallas?" They're like, "No, you probably fit in Fort Worth." I'm like, "Why?" And I was like, "Oh, yeah, it does sound like I might, wanna live on the border right there." Well,
Yeah, no, actually, I would think it'd be fun to have more folks, like, on the outer skirts, so, like, Midland, Harlingen, like or maybe Corpus Christi, like, the Panhandle and, like,
oh,
Texarkana, those then you'll see some real, like, Tyler, maybe Longview folks, I don't know, Texas representation. Dean LeBay is out there in Longview, I think, in Tyler. So maybe we should have him pop on too. That would be a lot of fun.
dude, there's a lot of
So
Texas. I need to go to Texas. I don't have nothing here. Um,
you need
oh,
to
I
move
do.
out
I
here.
have
We
a few
talked
things.
about this, dude.
I know. Well, you didn't open up your bedroom yet. I mean,
Yeah, my house is under construction, everybody. I'm
look,
sorry.
I'll just take the dog's room. It's right back there. We'll all fit back there. It's like, "Hey,
Well,
just
you
give
can
us that
sleep
one."
in my backyard. It's a golf course. You can just get balls in the morning, like hitting you.
Dude, I'm telling you, if the aliens ever take my family back home, I am going to get me a pallet, build a pallet, a big canvas tent, almost like, Indian, man, like, almost like back yeah, because I seen a dude live in a teepee for, like, 3 months, and I was like and my family, my wife's like, "Let's do it." I said, "No, no, no. That's not something I wanna do with y'all around. That's something I would do, like, if it was just me and, like" because y'all, whoo, like they're a handful. They're a handful. There's a full-time job. Just they're like little drunk people running around. That's what kids are, man. There's little drunk people break your stuff, and I mean, that's why they're cute. Because if they wasn't cute, nobody would keep their kids. I mean, let's get real, right? So yeah, no, that's why animals eat their young. I mean, think about it, right? Like that little cute kitten that you love grows up and pees on your couch. That's why you don't strangle it because it was a cute little thing that you bonded with. Um, so yeah, that's my experience. You're
Okay.
welcome.
That's
You're welcome.
that's so
The
fun.
all
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. All right, sir. Well, I've got a meeting here at the top of the hour I got to get to for that festival that I'm working on. So I will talk more about that shortly, but not now. I mean, Mike, are you feeling there was some really great advice that you were given? Are you
yeah.
comfortable for okay?
Yeah. Well, thank you for first of all keeping me company while I'm not happy and the good advice. Yeah, that's why I like just turning this thing on because oftentimes good things happen. That's how we started the live stream. That's how the whole Hounds of Business started when we just turned it on at midnight and people were like, "What's this?" And we just had a chat and I'm like, "Why not?" That was that little fancy lady that made the comment, right? And she's like, "This is oddly intriguing. I can't stop watching." I was like, "Oh wow,
It's
that should
kind
be
of
my."
like a train wreck.
Yeah, like a positive train wreck. Absolutely.
All right. All right, my friend. Well, hey, thank you so much. I'm not going to cue any music because this is not an official Hounds of Business Happy Hour, but yeah, I think we're okay. I think we're okay, but you do need it. Your action item, sir, is to do what?
Fix the internet.
Call Spectrum. Yes.
Yeah, that too.
All
All
right.
right.
Good luck.
All right. Thank
Thank you,
you.
everyone.
It'll
Thank you
get
so
better.
much. It's so nice for the support. And yeah, if you guys have any questions technically on live streams, hit me up. You know my name, SYYA, and or you reach out to Brilliant Bee Media. Deuces, everyone.